Hello, everyone. Very good morning and good evening. We are here back with our next success story in the chapter of Game of High Flyers. And today we have with us is Mrs. Veena. Before I go ahead and start my questions to Veena, I would give you a quick and brief introduction about Veena. So Veena came to us around early 2020, 2023. She came to us for the trainings in SAP, right? But before that, Veena has graduated in 2020, 2004, and then from 2016 she moved it to the USA with family. So from 2004 till 2023, when she came to us, she was working as a housewife. So she was working as a housewife for 19 years. She has not worked anywhere. She does not know any part of the technology. So she was the one who wants to start the things from the scratch. We have discussed with her, and then she has gone through with the SAP SD Mastery, SAP SD Excellence, Job and Mastery. She has contributed to the multiple implementation projects. She has done the internship programs, and with that, she also got as a job of SAP Senior SD Consultant. And from mid of 2024, she started working as a SAP SD Consultant. So this shows a very exciting journey and exciting success story where someone who has not worked almost for 19 years as a housewife, and she want to start everything from scratch, and I have seen immense improvement in her. And that also she got a job in the US market. US market is very competitive market. It's not as simple as market which we have in other location in Asian or India location. USA, if you want to job, you need to really be strong and good. And she was at zero. We have done multiple mock interviews with her, and I was so surprised to see the improvements from first mock interview to the second mock interview. So she has put in a lot of hard efforts, and then she converted into a job. And she had there also, when she joined, she was having a multiple offer. She need to select which one she need to join. That all comes with a lot of hard efforts, right? All the success stories in their back end, they have a lot of challenges, a lot of struggles, a lot of hard works which people put up, right? That's what I want to bring Veena in today's session, so that you all, especially the housewives who are sitting and thinking, can I do a job? Would I be able to become a consultant? Can I become SAP consultant after sitting at home for 10 years or 15 years, right? So that kind of things you would be able to understand how Veena has done. With that quick introduction, Veena, I give you a warm welcome to Game of High Flyers.
Thanks for the best introduction, Parminder, and thanks for inviting me for the interview. And yeah, whatever you said is correct. Really, it was one of my biggest decision to go into the SAP. Actually, my husband suggested me to go for the whatever I am doing the technical job, so I will help you to go with this one. But I am not at all ready to go with the technical related jobs in this age. I am not at all ready to go with that. And with the prayer experience in SAP, first after completing my studies, I joined in the SAP SD R3. So I have remembered that only. So I ready to take the same course again. That's the one of the biggest decision in my life and in my career. Really, that's my dream to do the IT job. Finally, I took a good decision and I joined SastraGeek. Finally, I whatever my dream come true. Yeah.
Dreams comes true. That's where I always
Yes,
ask people, keep dreaming it up and also bring your dreams into the actual, which Veena has done it, right? And Veena, I would like to ask you that, that when you're working as a housewife, right? And that is not for 1 year, 2 years, for almost for 20 years. And then you are taking a decision that I want to now start my professional career. How difficult that decision is to take that, no, I want to go ahead. This is the time I want to jump. And if you can let us know that you have taken a decision at certain point of time, if a housewife is there, if a mother taking care of her children are there, what should be what should be the point when they can take the decision that they can jump back into the job? So while taking that decision, what kind of challenges you faced, whether the family support was there, or if you can make that understand, it would be helpful for many that how they need to take that call which you have taken and what is the right time to take that call.
Yeah, actually in US, working one person at home and um, all are dependent on him. That's not easy to survive. Like it's very hard to in US. So that time I decided to go. I have to do the job. IT. I am a good student while studying, but um, because I don't know why I stopped. I'm unable to do because of marriage. It stopped like that. So generally in India, we would no need of doing two people working, but in US it's mandatory to do. Otherwise, we can't survive. Like no savings anyway. So I finally decided to go, even though I know it's not easy to get the job. It's very hard. That too, we don't have any experience. Communication drawback. I have many things. Not at all. It's not easy at all. So, but after I decided to go to SAP because of prior experience in the R3. So I searched in the YouTube. I followed a lot of YouTube channel. I gone through the videos for the learning. I followed many books, but these are all finally those are all not perfect. Actually, not good. They are not giving correct direction how to proceed. Not at, I don't know anything. Literally, I don't know how to prepare resume. Why? Because I never did this all things. I don't know how to talk, how to proceed. Nobody is there to guide me. So one of my friends suggested like SastraGeek is the best way to go. They'll give the real time projects. They'll direct they'll from scratch like a resume, everything training. They'll guide whatever they'll do. Just blindly you can follow. So you can like that. No need to depend on other people. Why you need to depend? So SastraGeek they will guide everything. So I joined. So this is one of the good decision I take in my career. That's really great.
Okay, okay, that's good. That's good, Veena. And Veena has touched a very important point that in USA, it's not easy that if one person is easing to survive when you have kids, when you have so much of expenses, when you have education expenses of kids, right? So, and I also keep on telling these things to my employees in Sastra Geek and other students also who joins. I always tell them, and it's very important to have both hands working, right? And not in USA. Yesterday itself, or day before yesterday, I was discussing with my wife and we were calculating our expenses in Bangalore. And there also we found if my wife is working alone, then we cannot cover the expenses in Bangalore also. Bangalore,
Yes.
Mumbai, okay, Gurgaon, right? And a few of these cities are so expensive in India, although they have very good job market, but the rents are uh, rocketing high
Very.
that even single hand you would not be able to manage. If you want to make sure you maintain a good lifestyle, single working would not be sufficient. And I always ask people, people take the life insurance, right? So that it can be taken care of. That is the biggest life insurance you have if both spouses are working, you are ensured that anything happens, you would be able to take care. So that is the biggest life insurance. Learn and make sure that you are a earning hand, right? So that's a very good decision to take it. And this is not problem in your house. This is a problem of many houses within India also. So that's very good. You have come to Sastra Geek solution. Your friend suggested. Your husband also helped you. That is very important. You know that whatever the success we make it outside, there are always very strong pillar at the back end which is supporting you, right? And the credit also goes to them, which we should not take out from their pocket. So I always give a credit to your family members also who has supported you well in this journey. Otherwise, without family support, it would be very difficult.
Yes.
Now, based on that support, you have taken a decision. Okay, now I need to start. And then you said, okay, you find it out from multiple places going, okay, Sastra Geek is the one I want to go. You started learning. I always tell people, that although the things are possible, but it will not be that easy. You'll have to put high amount of efforts, right? And Vijay, we
Yes.
have seen in you that whatever things we have given to you, you have completed it, right? And it is not like that over a day or over a month this success came to you. I have seen that almost you have worked for 1 to 1.5 year, starting from zero to becoming someone who is able to work as SAP consultant or senior consultant level, right? So if you can tell us a little bit more about your learning journey, that how the learning journey you have done, what kind of things you have done which help you, right? What kind of things, because in SastraGeek also we provide so many things, right? Out of this, what things really help you? What thing you would try to suggest to other people who are SAP SD aspirants and they also want to become SAP SD? In what way they need to do the learning? In what way they need to put the efforts?
Actually, before joining the SastraGeek, I had a call with you. So you told that's not easy to get the job. Of course, everybody they think business, they need experience, everything they'll ask. Even you also said you need to do a lot of hard work. That's not easy to get the job. Especially SAP, it's very hard to get. Why? Because you need the business knowledge, everything. That's what you suggested. That's of course you need to tell the truth, right? So you mentioned I joined, but still I need to do. That's what my dream is to IT job. So finally I joined from first day onwards. Whatever after attending the class, I will practice that in the system. You have provided the latest version of the server access and. After that, whatever the assignments you are giving, I used to submit that, and you told me to post that in the LinkedIn. I did that, and you said you should be active in the LinkedIn. I don't know anything about LinkedIn before. So after you told, I joined in the LinkedIn. I used to post whatever the assignments you gave, and whatever you said, resume preparation and one-to-one interviews after completing all the course, and this job fund master especially, that's really helped me. I don't know anything, right? So implementation, I don't know anything really. What is the project? From scratch, I learned from the SastraGeek only. See, LinkedIn learn after completing the course, everything LinkedIn only helped me to get the interviews. Even people used to call me, but nobody arranged the interviews at all. Final getting the interview is very hard part, but because of LinkedIn, I got the calls. Whatever the interviews I attended is totally from the LinkedIn only. Because I'm active in the LinkedIn, I used to post the whatever the knowledge I have. I learned from the SastraGeek. I posted in that. By seeing that, I got many interviews. Finally, job also I got from LinkedIn only. That's the
That's
yes.
very good. I always tell my students that LinkedIn is a gold mine. In the last yesterday session also, the PPFICU integration session when I was doing, I took a screenshot and I put it onto the LinkedIn just to showcase the people, because when you are learning something, that's the best time to grow your network. Because
Yes.
every day you are learning something, you have some content which you have learned, which you can express in your thoughts in the screenshot you can share on the LinkedIn. And with the growing network in the LinkedIn, right now it helped you to get a job, the first job, right? In future, you will see
Yes.
that you will get with your growing LinkedIn network anytime the company said that, okay, we don't need you, we are doing layoff or doing something, your strong LinkedIn network can help you to get a very quick jobs, the freelancing jobs or other things, you can get it a lot. When I started my freelancing careers based on LinkedIn, I get the calls that this consultant, that
Yes. Now
consultant
also
really
LinkedIn.
good.
Yes.
You can work. So LinkedIn is always a gold mine. And when you are learning something, that's the best time to share your knowledge on the LinkedIn and to grow your network, which Veena has done. And I'm very happy, that we tell all these things to many students, but not everyone follows. So I always say that as a Sastra geek, we are not in a game of providing a knowledge, right? We are in a game of providing a structured knowledge. Otherwise, knowledge is available free on the Google also. Step by step, what things you need to do, how you need to do the things. That is the important thing.
Not
Next.
only that,
Mhm.
after completing the course also, I'm scared to attend the interviews. That also you only forced me to go to come on, update the resume, go for the interview. Even if you complete the half of the course also, that's okay. You can go proceed for the interviews. You forced me. Then only I started going for the interviews, attended. So after first interview, I'm so much scared. Second interview, but after two, three interviews, I got a confidence. Come on, interviews like that. I'm whatever it. I'm like that. That much strong. It's really helped me. Attending interviews is the one of the biggest challenge. If you start one time, you'll get confidence like anything.
That's right. That's a very important point. I do the career counseling sessions, and many people come to me. They said that, sir, I'm preparing on SAP on particular module for 2 years, for 3 years. I said, how many interviews you have given? Have you prepared your CV, posted? Sir, I still don't feel confident, and I have not done. That's why in SastraGeek, I always tell the people, do bottom-up approach. Even you don't know, you want to achieve something, whatever you want to achieve something, put your in CV and make your CV available in market. The calls which you get it, right? That motivates you that yes, there is a demand
Yes.
in market. I need to learn. And I always tell when an interview is scheduled, let's say interview is scheduled in next week, in 1 week you would be able to learn with that pressure of interview what you will not be able to learn in a month, right? So
Correct, correct.
that things happen. So I'm very happy. One particular thing which I have found, Veena, in you, which I feel that you stand out, is your participation in our internship program where we do the end-to-end implementations, right? There, your participation was very intensive. You have, I think, completed more than one implementation project with us. Okay,
Yes.
so that I always ask people that you need to understand why you are not able to clear the interview, or why people does not want to give you a job but they are preferring the other people. What they are looking for is a confident guy who knows what need to do, not only the technical knowledge. When the challenges come in the different phases of the project, you should be aware of that what you need to do it, right? So it's always people complain a lot, sir, job may, there's no jobs there, nobody's trying to give the jobs to the freshers, how things will happen. You need to understand we are handling a mission critical software, right? Where the full business is depending on that software. So people need experience, people, you need to prepare yourself for that. And I have seen in you that whatever the assignments we have given, the internships you have participated intensively, you have completed the multiple end-to-end implementation project. That's where I feel that the first mock interview which I have taken and the next of the mock interview which we have gone through, a
Yes.
lot of things improved. The way you communicate, the way you talk with the people, right? A lot of things improved.
Confidence.
Yeah, the confidence has improved, the way of speaking has
Yes.
improved because in the internship you have taken the different calls with the different people with different modules, integration issues, right? That teach you how to communicate. English is not a communication. Communication is the way you interact with the people. That is the communication. That's what I also seen that it has improved a lot from the first mock interview to the second mock interview. So that's really a strong part which you have really worked on it, and we are very happy, Veena, that you have gone through that process.
Yes.
Now, the next question I would like to ask you about the USA job market. Now, the India job market works in a different way. USA job market and work in a different way. So, when you learned and when you went into the market, the first question is, did you see that the jobs are there in US? And did you see the interview calls are happening? People are calling. How the SAP job market is in USA?
Oh, I used to apply at least five, six applications daily, but no calls. Even though they called for scheduling interviews, it's very hard to get that. If you get that interview, that's more than like really, that's great at that time, but we won't get the calls also. Finally, through LinkedIn, I got whatever I got. Of course, a lot of job, but I attended more than 200. I applied for 200 at least that applications, but finally I got four, five calls finally. That almost three I selected. And of course, they'll expect more just do you have the implementation? They'll consider the implementation projects are important, and you should have business knowledge. And they're compared to technical, they are ready to go with the business analyst positions, and they are expecting two, three modules. from us. Otherwise, if you are only going with the only one module, they won't consider at all. That too, they are expecting nowadays on-site positions completely, and 5 days complete for the on-site, not getting remote also. We should be ready for going for the on-site. Yeah.
So that is what you need to understand the difference in a USA market and an India market. So what happened in USA market? So they hire a lot of people from the Asian countries who are offshore, right? And then there are few people who would be on site. So the people who are handling the on site positions who are in USA, first thing they want very smart people, right? They want them to have a good business understanding so that the business communication and understanding can happen clearly, and more than one module knowledge so that you can have a discussion on the multiple modules, and then you can pass the information to the team sitting in India or other places, and then they would be doing majority of the work. But the candidate who is sitting in USA need to be a strong candidate, need to have a knowledge onto the multiple modules so that he can participate into the multiple business discussions, right? So that is expectation. So that's where basically the things will be different in USA. USA, my experience is also there. I have given an interview for the company in USA. The base location was USA. And when I jumped in, they have already gone through my LinkedIn profile. When I joined that company, every interview which we were taking, it was a clear instruction that before we start the interview, make sure we have seen the candidate's profile on the LinkedIn. And that was the instruction was also there to the HR people. When they're scheduling the interview, they go through and check the LinkedIn profile so that we can understand about the person more, right? So if you have
Yes.
already a good LinkedIn network, good recommendations on LinkedIn, you have shared a lot of good content related to SAP SD. So once we have gone through before the interview, we have gone through the LinkedIn profile, our picture is already made in the mind that how Veena is, what kind of skill set she has. So that gives a 20 to 25% selection in the back end of your mind can happen when somebody has already gone into your LinkedIn profile. So LinkedIn is a key. Again, it's coming the point, especially for the US market. It's playing a big
Yes.
difference. Go into the
LinkedIn
LinkedIn
is
and
mandatory. They will check the date when you joined in the LinkedIn also. They'll check it.
yeah, they cross verify. That's right. It would be
Yes.
good to know how the interview process goes in USA and what kind of the interview questions they ask.
Yeah. It's almost, I gone through 4 rounds. One is HR round, even though they will ask a lot of questions.
Mhm.
And after that, team lead, they'll come with the practical questions, how you faced the challenges in the job, and technical things, lot of technical questions. Uh, and next round is the manager round. It's almost 1 hour, 1 hour each. They will take 1 hour. And finally, I attend the client interview also. Um, Client manager will be
Okay.
last round. Yes.
3 to 4 round of interviews would be there, and
Four rounds.
each
Yes.
interview
At
would be
least
almost.
attended. I attended 4 interviews. Almost all are like that. 1 hour, 1 hour, 4 rounds.
Four rounds, 1 hour. So let's
Yes.
go step by step. So the first call is the HR call, right? What kind of questions they are asking?
HR, pay history, everything. How much you are expecting, and yeah, mostly is that.
Mhm.
And any are you worked on any on-site also important. They're expecting. Did you work any? Do you have any on-site experience?
Mhm.
That also they'll
So
see.
basically,
Yeah.
generally the HR interview, they try to check your experience, they try to check your
Yes.
exposure, they try to check your basic communication, how you're
Yes.
responding, right? Those are the basic things they try to check it in the HR call. Second call would
Yes.
be, I think, the most important call when you jump into the technical with the team leads. So what kind of SAP SD technical questions they have asked in you have attended multiple interview? What are the common questions which they ask?
They'll ask pricing related questions. So I'll explain mostly on the pricing technique, condition technique, and IDOC, too much questions nowadays, IDOC related questions,
Mhm.
and SAP implementation projects stages, and where in each level each of the project phases, what work you have done, they'll ask everything, and they will ask like how your team will be, like team related questions, whether do you have any, what are the challenges you faced, um, physical, like our technical as well as personality questions also they'll ask.
Okay, okay. So one of the
Yes.
important thing Veena has talked about is the pricing. That is also my favorite topic also when I take it, and not in my that other colleagues are also taking. We always consider that if SAP SD consultant is able to answer the pricing related questions or pricing related things he is able to answer. The other things, if even he or she does not know, she would be able to prepare and she would be able to work, because that is the most complex topic in the pricing. That is the most complex topic. And have you gone through the videos of pricing? I hope you have gone through, you have completed, right?
Yes,
Not only
Rudra's
videos.
videos are really helpful for me. He explained each and every field detailed. That's very important to know the condition techniques related things, and condition type of fields inside that. A lot of fields are there. That's really we need to know each and every field that he explained very well. I remember that's a very good class, that one.
Yeah, so that's where basically we also, as a Sastra Geek, we keep on enrolling into other courses, the other teachers, instructor who is providing, and to check what we can improve it. And I can give it at a short, the way the pricing procedure in 8 hours has been covered in Sastra Geek by Rudra. No one else has been covering in detail. I have seen people finishing in 2 hours, 3 hours. This is tuck, 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 condition techniques, but no business scenarios, no challenges. If this is the business scenario comes, what you need to set it up. If this is a challenge come, what you need to set up in this business scenario, what you need to set up. All the business scenarios he has covered in very detail. And not only from you, we are also hearing from multiple students are pricing. I am able to answer the other question, but pricing, I'm getting stuck. That's where we enforce the pricing a lot, and the way the pricing, even in the live session also. Now Rohan is covering the pricing in that much of detail again, 6 to 8 hours, and the recorded videos of Rudra of 8 hours. That much of pricing related details is nowhere available for with any of the institute anywhere. Apart from that, other things also has been covered in very detail, but pricing is the key thing. Even to make sure that
Yeah.
I also, if I got stuck with any business scenario in the pricing, I go back to check those videos, that whether it has been covered and I can get some solution from there. So that is important to know you, that pricing is very important. You need to go through it, and then the business scenario related questions might be also asked. Implementation project is
Yes.
very important. They ask different phases, challenges. So that's where
Yes.
basically, if you have gone through the internship implementation project, if you have participated, that will give you a lot of confidence to answer those questions.
Yes.
Okay, okay. That's very good, Veena. You have highlighted. I think this would be helping a lot of students, a lot of aspirants. The last question I have for you is, what is the next game plan? What are the things you are working next?
So I'm planning to proceed with the MM module and ABAP learning. So nowadays they are expecting techno-functional consultants. So I'm planning to complete this ABAP from you, and MM is my next target. Yeah.
So if you want to do ABAP, I would suggest you go. We have a specific course, ABAP for functional consultant. Go for that course. That is a
Sure.
specific course. Me and Pankaj, we sit together. We had a almost half day workshop, picked up the topic that if a functional consultant need to learn ABAP, what things you need to know. We put it all things. I think now it is 14 to 20 hours course. I don't know the exact, but that topics we selected, that ABAP topics which a functional consultant need to learn, that is ABAP for functional consultant. You can go. MM will always help you. MM, SD, if you do it, your core logistics is very strong. Apart from that, what I would suggest you, being in USA, try to learn two modules. One is SAP customer service. Customer service module is 50% SD, 50 to 60% is SD, and less 40% is plant maintenance. But SD, a lot of people know it. Customer service, very few people know it. So that will give niche module knowledge to you. So you would be able to withstand with the US market with knowing that niche module. That module people are very less available. So my suggestion is, Apart from, and I'm not giving you the suggestion for a next 1 month. This suggestion is for next couple of years, which you should try to cover it. Apart from MM and ABAP for functional consultant, you should look for SAP CS, customer service, and SAP AATP, advanced available to promise. AATP and CS, I feel, are little low-hanging fruits for SAP SD consultants, which they can quickly grab it because AATP they are already doing it, right? AATP is very enhanced version of ATP. It's still not very small. That course also went into almost 18 hours. I think between 15 to 20 hours that course is there. That much of deep AATP is. So, but that is also a low-hanging fruit. A SD consultant having a good exposure to ATP, they can easily learn AATP, and AATP is a niche skill which they can add in their module in their resume. So that would be some bits of my suggestion, which you can work on your next game plan.
Sure. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah.
So with that last question, I would be ending this game of high flyers. I would be thanking Veena a lot that she came forward and she has shared her experience. It's very important we motivate others. If Veena is able to do it with the 20 years of career gap with not working for almost 19 to 20 years, and if she is able to do it, you can also do it. But on the same side, we also need to understand that how much of effort she has put, how much of learning she has done. Almost, I have seen her for 1 to 1.5 years putting a dedicated effort. And then whatever the push we require, we have given from our side, but it's always on the candidate. You need to put the efforts. So we are very happy, Veena, that you have put it the efforts, you have followed the paths which we have shown to you, which we have guided to you, and that has generated the success. So we are very happy. We wish you a very good luck in future. Always stay in touch, and thank you for motivating others.
Thank you so much, Pavan sir. Yeah, you have you guided me a lot, and you suggested me whatever you told. I did that. I blindly followed you, so I finally achieved it. Really, I'm happy. Thank you so much for SastraGeek and you. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you very much. We
thank
would be back again with the next success story with next game of High Flyer chapter. Stay in tune. Bye bye for now.